Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Leeds United. We've got a busy January to get through. We might not get through all of it, as I'm hoping we're going to sell some players. Maybe one or two coming in, but I'm not too sure yet. I think we need either a right back or a left back, but I haven't done any scouting yet to see what's available. So we may just have to see what happens. But we have this first game against Swansea. We've got 2 games in 3 days. We've got Swansea and then we've got Southampton. Fraser Forster is on his way back from injury of a broken toe. He's not quite fully fit yet, so I'm going to leave him out for this game, the Southampton game, sorry, and also I think the game against Blackpool in the Cup. I'm bringing back in about a week and a half's time for the game against Spurs. But you can see there we were 1-0 down early doors from an Osvaldo penalty. Dos Santos made it 1-1, but Fred has made it 2-1. I'm guessing that's the Brazilian Fred, who obviously the World Cup's going on right now, can't score for shit and looks shit. Same as Hulk, they look absolute garbage for Brazil. But it's a 2-1 defeat for Leeds. That's my little rant about the World Cup over. Right, let's see if we've got any actual... No, I was going to say we had any offers, but we don't. Fraser Forster disappointed. Well, mate, you've still got a broken toe apparently, and Kabul has completed his suspension. So let's move forward and see. Now we have this game, and we have a transfer offer for Esteban Navarro. Let's just accept that, get him off the books. We're not really playing him. He's only rated 51. We have better. Right, Southampton game coming up. So let's go and ask the assistant to pick the team. It may put Fraser Forster in. No, it's still putting Cantarelli in, so I'm okay with that. Montoya, Kabul, Lees, Murrow, Gosling, Austin. Don't really want Austin. Bentaleb, Ward-Prowse, Dos Santos. Let's go with Christensen there. And I'm going to go with Dos Santos there. Ujar up front, yep, and Bay. Sure, why not? Right, away at Southampton. So we were away at Swansea, now we're away at Southampton. What can we get from this game? They have a 1-1 draw and lost one of their last 3. Yoshida has been booked. Luke Shaw, now of Man United, has scored for them after 13 minutes. Ujar was booked, and Doprado also scored. So it looks like we're on our way to another defeat. Lallana makes that certainty now with his 3rd. Grove with a 4th. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to bring back... my keeper's been injured as well. Holy shit. So that means I have no fit keepers. As Svensson is also injured. Right. Navarro has gone. Cantarelli out for 7 days, so I think what I'm going to do is just move forward. It's a 5 days till the next game. I think Fraser Forster should be fully back from injury. An offer for Steven Kolker from Monaco. We're going to reject that. Steven Kolker is not going anywhere. And yeah, let's move on. Another offer for Ujar and Bentner. Ujar is one of the finest players in his role, up to 10 million, and they're only offering 7.5. I'm just going to reject it. Now the Nick Bentner offer, I'm going to counter, and I'm going to say they can have him for 12.5. Only for the fact he's 27, he's rated 80, whereas Ujar's a lot younger, and we'll see what they say to that, St Etienne. I'm not selling him to a Premier League team. I get 10 million, I can look to bring someone else in. But we shall just have to see. We do have a lot of strikers, and a lot of young strikers. Right, they've offered 12. So now I'm just going to counter-attack the counter offer and say you can have 15. And hopefully they'll come back again and say, give me a bit more. But we'll just have to see. Right, we have game against Blackpool coming up. And 2 offices. Received an offer from Fraser Forster. Reject. Fraser Forster is not going anywhere. Our 83 rated keeper who's valued at 4 million and AC Milan only offered 4 million. CB Shrevers, he's been playing well and wants to be on the starting 11. I think you will be Shrevers. But let's go and have a look at the squad. Ask the assistant to pick. And should be Fraser Forster. No, it's saying Anthony Uja in goal. Okay, we're going to go with Fraser Forster in goal. We've got Montoya, Kulka, Muru, Austin. No, I'm going to go with Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse is saying play in the cam role, whereas I don't want you in there. Nope, don't want to do that. I want Bentner up front. Ward-Prowse in midfield, and we're going to go with Shrevers once again in the cam role. Who else has been playing well? Anyone? Huddlestone, but he's injured. Uja, I'm going to want you on the bench. Tunkara, Babakar, Byram, Ince, Wotton, Kabul. I don't want Wotton on the bench. Byram, I want, where are you? Kaminaris on the bench. Right, let's go with that team. It's against Blackpool. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Another away game though, so it's going to be a tough game. Right, so 4-1-2-1 formation. I don't know why it's showing me that Huddersfield beat Blackpool in the last game. Obviously I thought it was only cup games. But Mackenzie has been booked and so he's sent off for Blackpool in the first 10, and Kulu has been booked. So playing against 10 men now, can we get a result? Half time and it's 0-0. Something from the second half, but Haroon puts Blackpool 1-0 up, so chasing the game against 10 men. Caprice has been modelling for Blackpool and got booked. Can we get a late equaliser? The answer is no, we get beat by 10 men. Not the greatest start. And CB Shrevers is saying, thanks for playing him, he feels he did well. Well, if I think you feel you did well, mate, I've got a shock to you. No, you didn't. Sterling may be sacrificed, it said. St Etienne, we do not believe he's worth that much. Okay, and I'm going to hold a press conference. I'm going to have to motivate my team, especially against Spurs. So, let's move forward. Hopefully we can get something done. I think what I'm going to do for this game is we have an offer from Australia, and that's going to be rejected. I'm just going to play the best players who are available for this game, regardless of whether they're in form or not. And we're just going to see what can happen. Right, so it's Kabul, is it? Kaminaris, no. Tom Lees, no. Wotton, no. Kabul. It's Muru at left back, although if I do Montoya there, and we can go Sam Byram there. Right mid, we have Ince on 81 with Sterling there. Shrevers, no. Dos Santos, yes. And Bentner. McManaman. McManaman can play left wing, right wing. Right wing striker for Niang. Uja. We've got too many strikers on the bench. Babakar, let's drop you. And I'll go with Christensen for now on the bench. Yep. Right, let's see what we can get done with this game. We are at home for the first time in 4 games. So we're playing Spurs, who are won 2 of their last 3. Drew with Liverpool, beat Wigan, beat Hull. You're guessing that Liverpool game was a cup game. And Kulu booked early doors, not the greatest start. Don't want him getting sent off. Coming up to half time, still nothing much has happened, although Sandro has put Spurs 1-0 up. Kolka on, Niang on, Holtby on for Falcao. Right, only trailing by 1. Can we get a goal? No, Kapure makes it 2-0 to Spurs. Kaminaris has been booked. And the game ends 2-0. I want to have a quick look because I'm slightly worried now that we haven't scored in 4 games. Lost 2-0. Lost 1-0, lost 2-1, so he scored 1 in 4 and conceded 4, 6, 7, 9. Conceded 9 goals in 4 games and only scored 1. And Kulu is suspended for this next game. We'll quickly move on. We have an office, which is a press conference by the look of it. Oh, 3 offices now, tournament prize money as well. Transfer offer for Anthony Uja. Reject that one. Board match rescheduled. The match against Arsenal has been rescheduled. Good, because it was on transfer deadline day. We're getting 57,000 for the cup competition. Another press conference. We're playing West Ham. I'm going to have to try and motivate my team again to see what we can get done. Luckily, we have had a bit of a break, so we'll just have to see if that has given players a chance to recover, recuperate, and whatnot. But we have an offer for Scott Wootton from West Brom, which I'm just going to accept. It gets him off the wage bill. He's not been played. I don't know if he ever will be played. But right, let's get a look at this team. All players are out of form, and it's saying Montoya, Kaminaris, Kulka, Muru, Austin, Bentaleb, Sterling. It's saying Zubar on the left. Surely we have better than Zubar, but they're all, it's saying, out of form. Well, I'm just going to have to put someone that's in form there. Austin now, Gosling, Moat, Dos Santos, Christensen. Let's go with giving Christensen the game. Right, away at West Ham. We've dropped down to 10th in the table, I could quickly see there. So West Ham lost their last game against Man City 1-0. They beat Leyton Orient in the Cup 3-1 and beat Hull 2-1. So they've scored a few. We just need to get through to half-time without conceding, and that's going to be just a major boost for us to start with. Sterling has been booked. Collison has been booked. Sterling has scored to put us 1-0 up, so that's a bonus that we've actually scored. Niang on. Zubar on. Ujaz made it 2. Can we get a clean sheet? Byram on for Bentaleb. Carroll booked. Surprise, surprise. And we get a win. A 2-0 win away at West Ham. Where does that put us in the table? It looks like it put us back up to 9th. We have won 10, drawn 3, lost 10. Scored 26, conceded 33. So we've conceded the most out of the top 12 teams. And we have scored the least out of the top 12 teams. Only by 2 goals against Swansea, who are just one place above. But minus 7 goal difference is where it is hurting us, and that is obviously those last few games. The Swansea one we were -1, the Southampton we were -4, and Spurs we were -2. So those games have really hurt us in terms of that is basically our -7 goal difference right there. But 33 points, we are a hell of a way above West Ham in 18th. And then obviously look at realistically Hull in 15th. Nice gap there, and then I know it's there's only 2 points between Sunderland and Newcastle and QPR, and then QPR and Everton and Villa, and we're only 1 point above Villa, so it is a bit touch and go. We'll have to see what happens. But transfer offer for Sibi Shrevers. Wigan want him. I'm just going to reject that. I don't want him to go anywhere. I think he's going to turn out to be a cracking player. Player sold, Scott Wootton, and we've bought, given us 850,000. Kulu has completed his suspension. Let's move forward a couple of days and just see what happens. But with January transfer deadline day coming up, I'm not really going to be doing that much. I'm going to stop the sim right now. Press conference, we will praise the team after getting back to winning ways, and we have an offer for Nkulu, which 16 million. Reject and disallow. I don't want him to go anywhere. But guys, I will call it a day there. We have, how much do we have to spend? We have about 4 million to spend and 38,000 on wages. I think we need to look at bringing in a potentially a left back, as our 2 left backs we've got are Muru, who's in the 70s, and Robinson, who's in the 60s. Other than that, our left back situation is a little bit worrying. We could bring in a right back and move Montoya over to left back, but I would prefer to keep Montoya as a natural right back and bring in a left back. There's no one on the transfer list. Left back transfer, there's no one really of any value there. From what I can see, there's Lapin. Could bring in John Anarisa, but he's not going to be that high. Goran Popov was potentially another one, but I don't really think he's going to be rated that high. So we may just have to see who is available. But it's going to be a case of where do we pick them up from. And do we potentially look to go and have a look at free agents and see if we can find someone here, take a chance on someone here that just by having a look at their value, if there's someone that's no in scouting, if we want to try and find someone that's up with someone say that's 15 grand a week that we know may be half decent. But these guys are all, I mean, just want to quick look at the Charlie Taylor there, but I think he was at Leeds and York. But there's no one really. Having a quick look down this, Kim Jin-soo is, no, you wouldn't say he's that good. There's no one really. There's only a few players you ever get in the free agents that are half decent. I don't think we're going to find a left back. Just having a quick look down there. Let's have a quick look at the right backs then and see if we can find a right back. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Bloss, no. Struner, not really. Bejarano, not really. No, 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 no thanks. No way. Lee Peltier, no way. There you go. No real right backs there. So, need to figure out a right back or a left back that we can pick up. There are a couple. I wonder if I've got anyone on my shortlist still. Probably not, but Callum Chambers. We could take a chance on Callum Chambers or maybe Luke Shaw. He's on 30 grand a week, approach to buy. Could go. I wonder. Let's have a quick cheeky look and see who we have that's available on our transfer list and see if we can offer them someone. Svensson, Moat. We could offer them Moat. Maybe. Get him off the books. It's $1 million, so we can offer them Moat and say 3 million. See if they'll accept that. They may accept it, they may not. Something to think about. But guys, I will call it a day and I'll be back with you in the next episode pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.